that real. This that real. This that real.
They don't wanna see you win it. They rather see me lose it. Closing up my mouth in confusion. Contusion. Rather see me contusion.
I am just another king with a crown. Take it down and then put that on my wrist. I'm tryna plant it like it's gold on the ground. I'm tryna plant it cause you
bit the shoes. I'm really looking forward to reading another book because I feel like I've been reading the same one for the past 5 months. Like I haven't finished.
What is it?
The book.
What is the book again?
I think it's called Winter in Paradise.
Okay. What is it about?
It's about this lady.
I'm trying to figure out why you haven't finished it yet.
Okay, what do you Winter in Paradise? Like it doesn't. What the book is about doesn't even match what it's called, and that's what makes it creepy. It's this woman named Irene who lives in like Missouri or something like that. Lives in like Iowa, Idaho, one of like those states up there, and she has a husband named Russ, and the husband basically had a mistress, and the mistress also had a baby together, but so the whole thing is like he's this guy who like has an island that he goes out to in like the Caribbean, and he had his own like villa and stuff like that, and the whole point of the book is that she woke up one morning, she got a phone call that her husband died in a helicopter accident in one of the villa things.
Okay.
And so the whole book is about like the mistress, and like the mistress died, so now Irene has to go like with the cousin.
If this is an audio book, I would have turned it off. Like to be honest,
it's all about.
I know why you ain't finished it.
It's deeper than like how I'm explaining it. But
that sounds like that show you watch on Netflix.
It's very like
The Outer Banks, drama, mystery. Murder.
Yes, Outer Banks. Yeah. That's but that's the reason why I started reading the book, because it's all about like that island. It's majority of the book is about the Caribbean. Like they talk about that island. So
whatever. Well, that's to each his own.
But I'm ready to go to the next book. That's why.
Well, you gotta pick a better one, I think, because if you do the same thing, the next
one's probably gonna be like
you gotta jump on
Lisa
that Red
and
Queen.
the Murderer, and then it's gonna be something that's like.
You need to jump on that Red Queen series. That Red Queen series is cash.
The only problem I have about those things is that it's fantasy. Like
it's an analogy. See, this is the thing, and I've had this argument.
It's like Narnia.
I've had this argument. Watch your mouth. I've had this argument with Marshall, right? And you know what the argument was? There is a difference between calling something fully made up, but it isn't based on the parallel of life. Star Wars, Harry Potter, Red Queen series. These are all things based on a parallel to life. So it's like saying, it's like Avatar.
I get it. Okay, so I get what you're saying, but where is the book found in the library?
Oh.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's a fiction and there's a non-fiction.
Sci-fi, the only difference with those kinds of things is, hey, tell me a story about life that takes it out of the element of race, culture, divide, social, economics.
Sure, let's talk about blue people and
let's just call these people natives, or let's just call them blue people, and it's just a total different perspective of if this argument happened on another planet.
Sure.
So in Red Queen series, the planet exists. It's actually Earth, by the way. When you get through the series, you realize that it's after Earth. It's a long time after we're gone, and they call us the ancestors in the book, and they just develop powers because what I don't know, they didn't explain.
I think you just made me realize what I like about certain books though, and why I read specific books. And the reason why I don't read those kind of books is because I like to read the real life books on the real life thing, not the pretend version of the real life. So where's your book found in the library?
You telling me you read about a real murder?
Okay.
Maybe it
didn't happen.
Yeah, okay.
But it could really happen. She's not like a werewolf.
Whoa. Hold on. Tomatoes. I smell tomatoes. Tomatoes. Okay. How are you gonna tell me that you can't develop powers, but you can?
Give me a break.
Oh wait, murder is more more probable. Thank you. Murder is more probable than something positive and awesome.
Wait. Why are you even saying murder? Because it's not even about that.
Somebody murdered a mistress and got some grungy school food.
The guy died in a helicopter accident. Nobody got stabbed anyone.
So what?
It was not Criminal Minds.
The point is, why is that more entertaining? Because it's still a probability. It could happen.
Okay, that just seems
hold on. I gotta defend the Marvel series now because you dug into the Marvel series.
Oh.
That could all happen. Spider-Man gets bit by a spider. DNA cross genetic pollination. Boom. He has certain abilities. He didn't
the way he gets killed
he didn't get
is
like
by
30
a black
extra
mamba.
eyes on his head. And Spider-Man doesn't die. That's the point. Bruce Wayne, come on.
Okay,
This dude,
but
Batman can happen.
right there.
Batman can happen.
Spider-Man doesn't die. He needs to die because that's real life. You know what I'm saying?
It
That's
is.
just
He
what
just
I
ain't
would.
been killed. It's fine. They've almost killed a lot of superheroes.
But then, like, the way that they would die is like, you know, a 40-foot octopus like rips his head off. It's like something that's like, oh yeah,
that can happen. Yeah, whatever. It's just extreme. Don't say it's not realistic. It's all based on Earth.
Yeah, it's very like to the extreme.
Sure.
So I would rather read like man gets killed by a helicopter and mistress.
Yeah, his mistress has a
and, like,
gold in the Bahamas. I get it. I totally get it. I get the whole appeal. Again, I prefer to live in a little bit more of an extreme mindset when it comes to seeing reality.
So what you're saying is that...
And it's hard to watch
wait.
people go through things that are possible.
So you wouldn't read my kind of book? You would never go to the library, whatever, pick up the book?
My thing would be...
You would put it down immediately. Once you read, man gets hit by a helicopter, now she's a widow. It's like...
Yeah,
okay.
terribly sad. That isn't appealing to me. That's not entertainment because I don't want to hear about people getting hurt. I don't want to hear about divorces and widows and all this.
The real
I'd
life.
rather whatever. But I already have to live here.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to relive something negative from someone else's experience.
You out of the...
Yeah, just give me another perspective of the exact same thing.
I get it. I think that's why a lot of people read those kind of books. Like,
if you take a helicopter and you put feet on it and the blades become hair, you got Helicotor, and he's fighting Spider-Man, and it's the same thing.
And that's the way Spider-Man finally dies, is by
Helicotor. And Mary Jane's a widow. Exactly. That's the way the series ends. Spoiler alert.
Oh god, I just thought about something corny, like Widow, like the spider, like black.
That's not corny. That's a spinoff. And then we find out he didn't die.
And then she's actually Black Widow.
Come on, now we got a female Spider-Man.
Yeah.
$1 million idea, super entertaining.
And then what's
super
the
fun.
book called? And then how do you even put that into lamest terms? You write on the back of the book, Helicotor comes back, part 2.
Whatever.
Who is this guy?
I mean, that's the theory on how these things started. Now, I am down for a middle ground though. Middle ground argument of realistic meets unrealistic, so to speak. Rick and Morty. That's realistic. Their relationship, their conversations, their attitudes, their personality, very realistic. But then they put themselves in hyper extreme.
The only reason
realities.
why that's acceptable for me is because A, it's a cartoon, it's animated, and B, it's a show. It's not a book. If I was reading about Rick and Morty, I don't know if I would be as interested. Like if they're writing it out saying,
it's a good point.
Yeah, Morty jumped on the ship and then squirrels. Like, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
You really want to talk about that episode?
No.
You want to bring that up? Your favorite one?
It's terrible.
No. I think that Rick and Morty. I think that The Simpsons, Family Guy, Flintstones. That's
another one. Yeah.
All those types of shows based on reality. So what we just realized, and this is what I'm gonna say. Let me say this. What I just realized is there has to be a sense of reality with a little hint of fantasy to make it entertaining. Because even your book has a hint of fantasy because it didn't happen to anyone. Someone's just making this whole thing up, which is even creepier to me. Like, you're just fantasizing about...
Oh, hold on. I think she has like 3 more books that are continuous of this one, too. So, I mean...
It's just like such a...
Specific.
Foundational, and specific creativity to have. Like... And even the way I work and operate through my own craft, I'm the same. I'm a pretty extreme about explaining the circumstances. Sure. It's never just like, walked down the street, got hit by a car, then my foot hurt and insurance wasn't picking up the phone. Like, insurance? Yeah. That's not fun to hear.
Yeah,
we'll put it in a rap song. Put your book in a rap song. Would you listen to it?
All right, ready? You want me to try this?
Sure, go for it. I didn't expect that.
Right, I need you to beatbox.
Go. You gotta give me a tempo. Let me go. Just start off a cappella and I'll give you...
Like, boom.
No, just start ripping it. Start ripping your freestyle. Jump and give you the beat.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. There once was a lady who had a car. She drove it very far to find her husband that was on shore. He wasn't there no more. Hit by a helicopter mistress.
Okay, that was a badass song. I'm not gonna lie. That was unexpectedly good. So then maybe we switch roles. Maybe the super hyper creative things could be in books, but the super simple things should be rapped. And maybe that's what you just define the best rap music. And we should send this out to everyone who doesn't understand that when you're telling a story in your music, it's gonna be 10 times better.
Yeah.
Good point. You win this round. I'll give it my hat off. Hat off to you.
Hat off to the book I'm reading, which I still haven't finished.
Back to how it's bad again. You defended your point. You won the argument. But back to how we don't.
But I just have to address the fact that I haven't finished the book.
I would like to place one argument before I say farewell to this conversation. Okay. You don't like the book, but you like the circumstances. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily like the circumstances of extreme creativity. Like, I wouldn't want to be in their world. It sounds crazy.
Okay.
But I do like the book. So, maybe you try my book.
Yeah.
Red Queen.
I think I did, actually.
Queen. Or,
I did.
Or I'm also reading 50s book, which is super real. Okay, because it's an autobiography.
First of all, that's called Life Lessons 101. Yeah, well, I don't know if I want to read something that's going to, make me feel like I'm not doing... Wait, you said you read one? I didn't read the whole thing. I read a couple pages.
What?
The last one that was in Hawaii. I don't remember which one that was, but we were like on the bus or something, and then
you saw some of it. It was good, right?
It was like a part where it has something to do with like she had powers and like she found out her brother or something like that. It was like whoa, and
it was wow. That was I think that was the Red Queen. That was the first book.
Yeah, I remember.
When she realized she had powers, it had to be that. But
yeah,
like I said, I'll give you this round. That song was dope. Can't wait to hear it.